Hello guys, what's going on? Mr. T-Ball back with another episode in the career mode. Today we're going to Panda Park. We're going to replay this scenario. So Panda Park is Bernard Goodwin's newest zoo, built from the ground up to celebrate the panda in all its forms. This park represents an unparalleled opportunity to show the world just how much the Goodwin Foundation knows about breeding animals on the cusp of endangerment, so don't squander it. With that being said, let's start new. The Asian theme, like Chinese theme in this, is just so good. It's very nicely put together. Here we go.
Ah, pandas. They're my daughter's favorite animal. I think it's fair to say that if ever there was an animal which has captured the public's imagination, it's pandas. Oh, well, that's assuming you ignore
Right.
cats and dogs, obviously. It'll take more than a cute bear to knock them off of the top spot. Oh, but did you know, thanks to the incredible conservation work that's being done in China and around the world, pandas are no longer endangered. Amazing! That said, they're still
is a pretty cool
considered
fact.
vulnerable. So, this zoo is extraordinarily lucky and honored to be part of that conservation effort. It really speaks to our reputation, a reputation that you're going to be in charge of maintaining, along with all the general maintaining too. I really can't tell you how important the welfare of those pandas is. Oh wait, I can. It is vitally important. The eyes of the world are on you, my friend. Although, perhaps more presently, the eyes of Nancy are on you too.
Welcome
So you
to
seen from them
China.
aerial shots.
This is Bernie's
How good
brand
this part
new
looks.
Panda Celebration Zoo. So new, in fact, that it's not quite finished, but we'll deal with that later. First, let's take a tour of the zoo.
I say park, I'm so used to playing Planet Coaster. I mean zoo. Look how cool this looks. Look at this shot. It's amazing. Right, locate the giant
Obviously,
panda.
the giant pandas are the main attraction for this zoo, and luckily for us, we have one which was born just a few days ago. Let's go and have a look at it. Go on, don't be shy.
There he is, little
Select
baby
the panda
panda.
cub.
Too
Oh, doesn't it just warm the cockles of your heart? So cute! Did you know that giant pandas, or Ailuropoda merileuca for being formal, are the only entirely herbivorous bears? They can actually eat up to 38 kilos of bamboo a day. Not that surprising, given that they'll spend up to 14 hours a day chomping away. I don't imagine this little fluff ball has that
Listen
kind of
to it.
appetite yet, though. Oh no. I just got word from one of our keepers that a sable antelope was placed into a habitat without going through quarantine first, and that they're displaying signs of disease.
Oh, no.
We'll have to move them into quarantine to stop the infection from spreading to the other animals. To do that, go to the highlighted habitat, find the infected animal, and then select them to bring up their information panel.
There he is. These are pretty cool looking antelope. I like that. He's pretty dope. Don't tread on that heater, you'll burn your
Good.
hoofs.
Now click move and then transfer them into quarantine. I've highlighted the quarantine facility in the zoo for you.
Thanks, Nancy.
Oh, phew. That's a relief. Now that we've stopped the infection from spreading any further, we need to build a vet surgery so the antelope can be treated and then returned to his habitat. I've already highlighted where I'd like you to build it, so why don't we head over there? In order to build the vet surgery, click on Facilities, Staff Facilities, and then Vet Surgeries.
Is that a little low down? Maybe. Whoa. There we go. Right, if this was like my
That's the job.
sandbox mode, I would
Vet
put a
surgeries
wall
play a
around it
very
and box it in, make it
important
look
role
nice,
in a
but
zoo, as they're the only places that vets can treat
don't
the
want to.
animals. Once there's room for the antelope, the vet will pick them up from quarantine and bring them to the surgery. Yes, diseases can spread through a habitat quite easily, especially if the water inside it isn't being cleaned regularly.
What happened?
As it happens, I just got a report that one of our water treatment facilities has broken down and the water in the flamingo and saltwater crocodile habitats has gotten dirty. I've highlighted the water treatment facility for you, so you should go and check it out. Click on the water
so cool how
treatment
that's
facility
tucked
to
away.
bring up its information panel.
Very clever. There we go.
Yes, I don't think you need a
Call the
degree in
mechanic.
mechanics to tell that this thing's thoroughly banjaxed. Click Call Mechanic to get them to come
Banjaxed.
over and fix it for us. So, just to explain, water treatment facilities work in a similar manner to power sources, in that they have a radius of influence around them. That means any body of water which is even partly within that radius will be cleaned automatically.
Here he is.
Also, like power sources, if they get damaged, that radius of influence will shrink, meaning that it might stop cleaning water sources which were only just within its reach. If you want to check how much of your zoo is covered by your water treatment facilities, then there's a heat map you can use to see the
fixed.
coverage. That way, you can quickly spot problem areas and rectify the issue. Good work. Now that the water treatment facility has been repaired, the water will be
My
cleaned up
dogs are
in
going
two
crazy in the
shapes of a
background. You
lamb's
can probably
tail.
hear that.
You can also use mechanics to repair power facilities, transport rides, spins, benches, signs, and, as you already know, habitat barriers. Now, I'll be honest, I'm still a little worried about that disease scare we had, so I think we should do some research into it. Doing research into a disease can help prevent future outbreaks of it, and even if we do have an outbreak, it'll make the disease much less potent. I'd like you to start some research into bordetellosis. Disease research can be found in vet research, so head over to your research centre and get one of the vets researching it.
Bordetellosis.
Lovely
Tommy
job.
Presley.
Once that research is
Research that.
complete, I expect we'll send that disease packing in no time.
Awesome.
Whew! That was a close run thing with those
Silver.
antelopes. I dread to think what might have happened if you hadn't got them into quarantine as quickly as you did. Fast thinking there. We had a horrible outbreak of viral gastroenteritis here at Goodwin House. Although, luckily, that was just limited to me and my wife.
Right.
Bernie.
Now that we've got all our urgent tasks in hand, we can start to focus on the guests and improving their time in the park. You see, you can also do research into new and improved guest facilities, transport rides, as well as new types of barrier and other things via the workshop. I've highlighted the workshop for you, so head over there, select it, and then click on View Workshop.
There you go.
And finally,
View
assign a
Workshop.
mechanic to research souvenir shops by dragging and dropping them onto it. I can't wait to see what they come up with. Great
Me
stuff.
either.
That research will take a little while, so let's have a look at something else in the meantime. Because we've had some good news. It turns out that we're allowed to adopt more giant pandas. The authorities have given us 3 females to help with our breeding program. Even so, I'm sure you know how notoriously difficult it is to get pandas to breed, so we'll have to be patient. Our current giant panda habitat is full to the brim, but luckily we've already got another habitat ready to go. But before we move our new pandas in, they'll need to go through quarantine. Of course, we can't do that until we've accepted them. So open up animal trading and go into the animal reward section. Just click
Awesome.
transfer to animal storage next to each of the pandas, and then they'll be sent there. Finally, we can send them from animal
yeah.
storage to quarantine. To do that, just select them in animal storage, then click send to zoo,
Like
and
that.
then click on the quarantine facility in the zoo. Don't worry, I've highlighted it for you so you can find it easily.
Thanks,
While we
Nancy.
wait for them to clear
You're so
quarantine, you should set up their new habitat so they feel at home in there. I'll also need you to bring over one of the male
Okie dokie.
pandas from our other habitat, because without him, we're not going to have much of a breeding program, are we? So go on, move him over and get everything
Hell no.
set up for your pandas.
Right. Is it Yue or Guang? I'll go Guang. You're coming with me, buddy. How do I move him? I need to click him, right? Is he under here? Yu Guang? He's doing a poo. No. Yu Guang? Okay, you're coming with me instead. The other one's hiding. Move to here. To get a bit of fast forward on this. There he is. I was gonna say what's taking so long. Right, let's get this nice for him now. Too much long grass, not enough short. Okay, buddy. Let's increase the size of that. Not enough soil. I went a bit too much on the shore. Okay. Happy? I'll give you a little bit more around the water. It looks nice. Right. Hard shell is cool. Plants. Doesn't like them, but that's not actually really in his exhibit. That's for decoration, so. I'm just gonna bank some new plants and stuff in there. Okay, use the filter. Species. Giant Panda. There we go. Oh, this is everything he likes. So we need a feeder. Where's the feeding? Am I being dumb right now? Yes, I am. Hit the feed on a big piece of wood. Right, we'll have it over here, because this is where the entrance to the gate is for the zookeepers. So that can go there. This can go there. I'll put it just next to it. Plenty of enrichment for these guys. We'll have food enrichment too. A tree feeder, that's kind of dope. I'll have this over this side. What else could they like? A fire hose ball. There we go. Right, let's get some trees and plantage. So Asia and temperate. Nice. Right, you gotta have bamboo. kind of panda exhibit would it be without bamboo? It gives them a nice bit of cover too. And cherry blossoms because they look cool. Beech tree is a little on the big side. But you can have some water lilies, because they're pretty. That's kind of nice. You can have some of that too. And then rosebush, really? Let's get some like regular looking bush. More coverage, just get rid of this filter window, it's in the way. Definitely want something at the base of this, of the cherry blossoms. And some surrounding the walls, I think. Beautiful. Ooh, that's kind of nice. You don't want that. It's going to go right there. Like it. Why are you doing this? Oh, because it's underground. Dirt. Actually, I don't want to decorate the walls. We'll have some of these Japanese maples. Add a bit of colour.
Good news. Our new female pandas have been given a clean bill of health. You'd best move them into the new habitat so they can settle in. And I hope you've made their habitat as comfy as possible, because animals will only breed if they're happy.
Yeah, it's good. Right. Come on, pandas. Let's select all of them. Move. To panda habitat.
Oh, bless. I think they'll be really happy in there. Fingers crossed we'll see some lovely new cubs sooner rather than later. Right. While they're being delivered, we'd better get on with something else. Oh, dear me. There's never any time to rest when you're running a zoo, is there?
Start it.
Well, unless you hit the pause button. Okay, I think it's time I told you all about work zones. I know, they don't sound as interesting as the animals, but trust me, they're ever so useful. You see, work zones are a way of making sure that your staff concentrate on specific habitats or tasks within the zoo, so they aren't wandering off elsewhere when it's time to feed the animals or the like. So let's start by creating a new work zone and then assigning a keeper to it so that they know to look after the new pandas. To do that, go into the zoo section, then click on staff and then work zones.
Yeah. Right, okay. Zoo.
Now, click on
Work
New
zone.
Work Zone. To set up your new work zone, I'll need you to select the highlighted habitat gate, staff room and keeper hut. Oh, and don't forget to name it something useful. Once you're done, just go ahead and exit the work zone creator. Now let's hire a new keeper and assign them to our new work zone. We don't want them getting distracted by other goings-on in the zoo. Go on, hire one.
New panda zone. That'll do, right? Well, let's hire a
Then
keeper.
click on your new keeper to bring up their information panel and go to their employment tab. At the bottom, you can assign them to your new work zone from the drop-down menu.
Boom.
There you go. Now your keeper will focus his attention on our new pandas. Oh, and just so you know, all types of staff can be assigned work zones. Just make sure that they have access to all the buildings
pretty
that they
useful.
need. And one last thing. You might find it faster to assign them from the Work Zones tab in the Staff section of Zoo Management. That'll save you having to chase around selecting your staff one by one. Oh, it sounds like the brand research has been completed. You should collect your rewards, and you can do that by clicking on the notification or by going back into Mechanic Research. Now that we've got our lovely new Just a Memento shop designed, you should build one of them near the zoo's exit. That way the guests won't miss it on their way out and we won't miss out on their money.
Okay, you want it in there? Just a momento. Where is it? There. Oh, so it kind of doesn't want me to put it there. Where did it go?
Oh, that's ever so wonderful, that is.
How about that?
Anyway, I'm just off for a moment, but I'm sure I'll have some more jobs for you to look at shortly.
I'm sure you will.
Aw, those pandas look just adorable. I can see why people keep foolishly forgetting that they're wild bears. And good work on that new gift shop branding. Just a memento. Very clever. Much better than our old overpriced gifts branding. I'm all for truth in advertising, but it was perhaps a little on the nose.
Back as promised. Right, I'd like you to increase the number of different species in the zoo. Now, you can find out what species are already in your zoo by going into the zoo section and then into the animals area. And if you're wondering how you're going to fit them all in, then mixed species habitats are a great way to save space and create interesting habitats. Just make sure to check the Zoopedia to find out which species enjoy living together. E.g., don't mix lions with antelopes.
Good tip. So what is it you want me to do exactly? Have at least 18. No problem. I mean, what's in here? This has got a lot of space. A taper. Anything to share with a taper? Oh, and it's got puppies. Let's look at Zoopedia. Beds, behavior. It doesn't benefit from sharing space. So why is it sharing space then? Right, sable antelope. And now he can share with other animals. Sable. There he is. There you go, look, we can have gazelles, warthogs, ostriches. Oh, we put them two in. Common ostrich. None. Damn it. Common warthog. Yes. Right. Antelope. I forgot what sort of antelope. Pronghorn maybe, was it? I think so. So to locate it, we'll go this. Animals. Sable antelope. There you go, buddy. Right, you're about to have some friends. I should probably take them to quarantine first, but hey, it's all good. You can all come in here. So that'll be 17 different species. I need one more. So if I build a habitat thingy over here, what is it? Exhibit, yeah, that's it. I always forget where these are, facilities. Move that over there, and then buy something I don't have. Do I have a common death adder? I hope not, because I want one. Nope. Well, I'm having some now. Common death adder. Here we go. Adopt.
I'm sure you know by
Send to
now how to make your animals happy. So you'd best get that sorted before the inspector gets here. Sorry, did I not mention there was an inspector coming? Oh dear.
Right, I best get onto some research for this snake. You might as well be doing that. Oh no, you might as well do warthog. Yeah. Right, you can have it a little warmer, or a little more humid. And we'll come back to you. Where was that sable antelope thing? Here. What are you saying, buddy? You need enrichment? We can sort that. Habitat. Enrichment. Common warthog. Can we fit a mud bath in for this little buddy? Yes. Right, he's happy. Are you happy? Yeah, you're good enough. We can improve your food, maybe. forget how to do it. Oh well. Where's the antelope? He's happy too. Awesome. Alright, let's see what animals are not at their happiest. You. What's up, flamingo? Enrichment? No problem. Greater flamingo. There we go. Is that floating? Can't tell. Nope. So that's made him slightly happier. You could also have one of them.
Looks like you've got everything humming away nicely. Well done. Oh, well, it seems that with our new pandas and other species, we've attracted lots and lots of new guests. Let's work on making sure those guests are kept happy. That means making sure they have great views of the animals, lots of places to buy food and drink, and, well, lots of places to get rid of food and drink. Toilets. You should think carefully about where to put your guest facilities, though. For instance, don't put all of the food shops in the same place. Just look at how the guests are distributed around the park and put your facilities where they'll be needed the most. As long as you remember to pay attention to what the guests are thinking, you'll soon have a handle on what everyone wants.
Cheap beef. Right, awesome. What else did they want? Forget. Cosmic cow milkshakes. Just gonna go over here. Information center and a toilet block. Got you. Let's use the same pre-built shell. That's noise. Information and easy. Now a toilet block. Could probably squeeze it in here. Whoopsie.
Oh, sounds like the inspector's almost here. Now, I fully expect you to pass with flying colours. Anything less, and I might have to organise a little job exchange scheme for you with whoever's mucking out the pandas.
Well, let's hope this all goes to plan, and shall we? So instead of watching that walk all the way around, we'll just speed up time. You're not going to look at the common death adder, so that's absolutely fine. This should be a pass and a gold star. Ooh, it's snowing now. Nice. I love how the ground cover was so good. Someone has been in a box too long? Get out your box. Right, Inspector, he's got one more place to visit. It is an amazingly made park. Zoo. Whatever. Right, the Inspector's at the new panda habitat. He chilling. Or she?
Oh, goodness. You know,
And there we go.
I really can't believe just how much you've come on during our time together. It goes to show, Bernie's got a keen eye for talent. Oh, and speaking of Bernie, he's not finished with you yet. He's got a new job for you in Canada. I get the feeling that you'd best pack a warm coat. Oh, listen, it's been wonderful getting to know you, and I'm sure we'll meet again. But in the meantime, good luck.
I've been told that there are smiles on the faces of all of the guests. That's a real testament to the hard work you've put into this place. And if anything, I hear the animals look even happier. Although, in all honesty, it's hard to tell with the pandas. They're so, enigmatic. Now, I'm told that Lin-Lin's quite the character, though. Oh, she's really been a hit with the visitors. You could even say the business is bam-booming. And, fingers crossed, we might even be able to feature pandas at some of my other zoos, now that you've shown everyone we know how to cater for their welfare. I shouldn't be surprised, though. After all, you've become a very capable trainee zoo manager. I suspect there isn't a single task I could throw at you which you wouldn't handle with aplomb. That said, I think the next one's gonna be a bit of a curveball.
Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you join me in the next episode of the career mode where we are going to Canada. Catch you all soon. Bye bye.